Resume recording. You can see I placed everywhere nicely. Same you can see this texture is this texture same texture, like it's a little bigger scale, same texture, same thing. So because I need to keep my entire scene uniform, its entire thing should look similar. So what I did is I applied, except because this texture we have already created, so this one I haven't modified. Rest everything I started applying the same texture. You see, same texture applied and modifying it. But this thing is like whenever you have this kind of bigger surface, you cannot do it, right? Because there's a limitation for the texture. If you tile it, it will repeat the thing. That doesn't look very nice. So in this case, what we do is we apply a cut, maybe one cut. Let's see. Let's do it so like uniformly. Entire ring I have selected. This is my keyboard shortcuts. Entire ring I have selected. Then I can use connect tool. So 3 segments looks fine. Enter. I got this 3 segment. You can see this is my UV. Now you can see everything is straight. Everything is straight. Inside section, I just placed it here. I haven't done anything there yet. Now UV. I select the entire.
Can you switch on that stretching in UV part? Like, okay. The stretching won't be issue for this UV.
This is like for this you're saying, right? This red color.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
for this kind of stuff, what we do, we tile it. So it reduce, it make everything even.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
Like this, you balance it out. So now you can see it kind of similar.
Okay.
So this is what you do. But like this is like with this, what happens? It makes things really stretchy. To solve this, there are 2 techniques. Again, same thing. Either I can go back to undo my previous position where I can see my model. It won't be problem like if it's not significantly visible. Trim sheet, the technique of trim sheet is like traditional technique is we texture it in substance, right? That's what we did with the filler. So, but trim sheet is something where we create our UV and model based on the texture. In that case, until and unless it's noticeable, until and unless it's visible, this is blurry and this is really sharp, it's acceptable. But if it's noticeable, then it's not acceptable. And we have like, and suppose I want to keep everything similar, similar textile density. In that case, I have to add cuts here. So let's see, ring, connect component. So 2 to 3 loops I have to add to balance it out. And cut this part, cut it and make it separate. Now I have this section completely separate, right? So now what I can do, I can use this and fix my UV unfold U. So it makes everything clean, little less stretch, and still I can see center part become little whitish. Previously it was like a lot of red, so it become little whitish, and I can select this and now I can use each and every segment separate. Like suppose I have here, so let's see, my UV, place it somewhere in the center. so that I can see my texture. Let's see. Okay, this top, this you can see, I can break each and every individual cut separately and select everything. Let's increase the tile and see when it's become like blue, almost white only. So it's kind of fine. Like only thing is like what we avoid is red. Red color shouldn't be red in color. So similarly, I can have still red here.
Okay.
So then you can see each segment fits into this section. So a density should be something like this, not like this, right? So in this case,
Yeah.
I can select these two. If I want, I can place this one ring here and another one back to this. So I can create as much as like my like the way I want. I can create those patterns and shapes, and if I want, I can add more loop to it. But this is a big piece and decent amount of polygon, and from distance it will be visible like this. So you can see it looks curved only. So like this, I have to add cuts and make it smoother. This is what we are supposed to do. And for same thing for this section, let's see UV, this one. Let's move it to the center. See, this is also will become vertical. Vertically, I have made it. UV shell, straighten everything. See, what error it's showing? Everything is straight except this top line. Okay. So select this UV section and make it a perfectly straight line. Perfect straight. Now if you see, it's not red anymore. Now I have to place them on edge to edge. Like this.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. I got disconnected. I got
Yeah,
a call,
I
so
can
I
hear
got
it.
disconnected. So like this, I'll match
Okay.
everything and plan out. Similarly, so in that manner also, if I want to follow that thing only, you can see this is really small. So I can like
Yeah.
simply, I can do this. It's kind of fine. And if I want, I can scale it. So for this scaling also, same technique I can follow. I can add more loops and make it a bit cleaner. ring, connect tool, enter, shell. Let's place it here. Suppose I want that design or pattern here. So I'll keep it here. So that's my inside area, which is not visible. So I'll make it like this rocky surface and I'll align. You can see I align it nicely. I can cut it again. Then I can place it like this. Okay, this thing is not necessary because this part is inside. Okay, let's see. Now, from this cut, like this area, I need to fix it. Perfectly aligned, slightly stretched. So I will make it balance this thing. Then select this, cut it, and align it one more time. So if I want, I can create variation, or if I want some designer pattern in between, I can add that as well, like this. Now, again, I have this half. So if this is like half, I can see because for trim sheet, my mesh polygon distribution should be even through like almost even. So this I can connect it, got this center line, this one, cut it, and place it. So this, if I want to cut, I can cut it, or I can just simply move it, align it nicely. You can see you really hardly can make out like there is any cut in between. Right? It's not visible, it's not noticeable. If we zoom in also, you can see it looks like two different surfaces, two different detail. This is how we can generate this thing. So did I show this thing you on how to create this trim sheet on a with the help of Quixel mixture?
Yeah, for creating that pillar, you showed me that download separate of textures and combine them into a single texture. After that, we textured it with using trim sheet.
Substance.
Yeah.
So trim sheet.
No.
No. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is, did I show you like how to create this trim sheet with using Quixel Megascan? No use of Substance.
Yeah. You showed me for that I don't know exact shape of that. After that pillar was made in Substance Painter. After that pillar, we started texturing in trim sheet. For that, you used
Okay.
Megascan also.
Okay. No, trim sheet I use this one only. So
Yeah.
initially we created this thing like manually, right? That
Yeah.
straight panel and all this thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about this software, Quixel Mixture.
No, we didn't use.
Yeah, this is okay. So if you want to create trim sheet, it's super duper easy to create this.
Okay.
Hmm. Super duper easy to create this with the help of Quixel mixture. So I have created, I will show you the preview, then I'll show you like how to do it.
Is this a free software or paid software?
Yes, it's a free software.
Oh.
It's a free software, but only one thing to keep in mind, you have to log in with Epic login, Epic Games,
Oh.
Unreal Epic login. You have to log in with Epic. So you can see you can create really super high detailed texture.
Okay.
With all maps like normal, diffuse, your displacement, your roughness, everything together. You
Yeah.
can blend multiple textures together, create and generate everything. It's super duper easy and super versatile, this software, and creates amazing quality texture. And nowadays most of the companies, they are inclining towards Quixel. Reason, these are all textures, these are all photo scans, they are not
Okay.
like manually painted texture, these are all scans. So scan is something like nobody can like achieve that quality manually, right? It's like
Okay.
super
Yeah.
detailed,
Yeah.
high quality. So it's super easy to create this thing. To create this, you just need the planning and ID maps. If I show you one layer, you can see I have created these many ID maps. ID maps is the same thing like what we use in Substance, exactly same thing. Like
Okay.
color blocking just to define one section. That is
Okay.
my ID map. So okay, I'll show you the planning how to do it, because this is something Substance we know. We can do it manually. We can import texture from Quixel Bridge. Like there's two different software. Quixel Bridge is blue in color.
Yeah.
This one is Bridge. M Mixture. Two different
Yeah.
software from same company.
Yeah.
So main thing is planning. So planning, how we do it is we first plan our textures. So let's see, I'm going to create a new texture. So let's plan it out. uh, Maybe for this also I can do, or maybe let's see, let's create some texture, a trim sheet for this uh, bridge. Because this bridge is, you can see, is super low poly, all boxes, there is no nothing I have beveled, nothing, there is no cuts in between. There is like two triangles, one here, one here, triangles also there. So it's super duper easy. Like now I suppose I want to create a texture, so I have to plan that texture on a square. As like all our textures are technically square, right? Like all
Yeah.
texture maps are square in nature. So what I'll do is I'll take a plane, increase the size, and let's rotate this 90 degree, and just simply place it near to this. So just randomly just placed one square. Size doesn't matter because this plane we are not going to use. This is just for planning. Okay.
Okay.
So I took one plane, and with this plane, I plan out this entire texture. Now, first thing first, in this entire texture, I have two major big space. One is this pathway and two of these columns, right? These two things are taking most of the space, right?
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I select my this thing and multi-cut and plan. My symmetry is on. Yes, symmetry switch off. So I plan out, so like maybe almost near to half is my, I can use this texture, some texture, rock texture for this, and plus the same texture for this pathway as well, right? Now I want some border corner design for this upper part. So maybe this thickness, like roughly.
Mhm.
Then I have this small railing kind of thing, or maybe this inside area I'm planning to create some design, and plus this railing. So for them, like four-sided, you can see these are like boxes, four-sided. So I can keep one, two, three, four, and now I have left with this one. So this one I can use down here as some other design. It's just a planning. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
So I planned this thing, and now I need to create up this thing, our ID map for this. So I can do this very easily with the help of either Photoshop or Substance. I can export this texture, this mesh into Substance, and by selecting per polygons, I can assign one color, solid color, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no, if it's not clear, I'll show it. Don't worry. Okay, undo.
Oh.
If not clear, I'll show it. There are two ways to create this. So first thing, like suppose let's use Substance. Export selection, desktop. This is my plane. Selected, done, and go to Substance. Let it open. So there's a new update key. Okay, update.
As the biggest river in the world,
So plane, I'll open this and okay. And I get this plane, right? Straightforward, very simple, straightforward. Now I just need to, based on those cuts, I need to add colors, like based on each and every individual section, I want to create those colors. So first layer, alt click on color, only color is visible. So let's add some color, red, right? This is my red. I'll just fill full red to everything, entire thing. If I want, I can mask it out, but that's not required. The rest everything I'll create on top of it.
Okay.
Then one more layer, only color, and let's make this thing blue violet something. Right click, add black mask, go to selection. I'm going to use polygon. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm going to use a polygon, not element, and select this. So only this section. Now, one more. Let's use some greenish, blue, yellowish something, and this one. One more color. Only thing I have to make sure every color is different. That's the only thing. Each and every color should be different. Otherwise, it will become difficult to create this texture. It's something really dark red, black mask, this one. Only yellow, black. One more. Pick full black or maybe some other color. Full vibrant this or maybe some little dark black mask. Select this. One more. So each and every cut is a different color. That's what I'm doing here.
Okay.
So everything is separate color, right? Now it's
Yeah.
done. So I just have to export. I just have to export this. I don't need any diffuse. I don't need anything. I just need this color map only. This one. I just want this color map. That's it. So files, export texture. Just export it wherever you want. Desktop, export. I don't want any format, anything, nothing matters for this. Like file size, file. I just need those colors. So file size I can use 2K or 4K. So in this case, I'm using 4K so that I get very crisp, clean line. Or I can use 2K also, like it's just color, right? Export, done. This file is not required, delete it. And in Maya also, this mesh is not required, delete it. This is just for the planning to create this ID map. So now, where is my ID map? Sorry. Yes, I have exported somewhere here. Yeah, I have exported here. So I'll just keep this thing here. Rest everything is not required. This is my ID map. So in the, here I can see
This
my
we
ID map. Yes.
this we can create in Maya itself, right?
This we can do it Maya. Yes, yes, of course. This we can do
Yeah.
it in Maya also. But
Okay.
only problem with Maya is if you like if you color assign colors in Maya and then bake it like a diffuse, right? That's what you're
Okay.
saying, right?
Yeah.
It takes a long time.
Okay.
Like Maya, like suppose if
Okay.
I undo this and for each and every plane, I assign a new material plane
Okay.
and some color and add some color. It works perfectly. I can create this, but to convert this into a texture, it takes a like for diffuse baking takes a long time in Maya. In Max, it bakes it converts this into texture in just few seconds, but in Maya, it takes a long time. So that's why I'm doing it in either I can just simply take a UV screenshot and then according to the UV lines, I can do it in Photoshop.
Okay.
Super easy. If you know if it's not clear, I can show this in Photoshop also. Like you have this thing. So technically, it should be like this aligned.
Okay.
So technically, it should be like this. Then go to image, UV snapshot, 2K, 2K, JPEG, apply and close. And I have saved it here. Copy, Photoshop. Like no need to like if you have like little slightest doubt also, you can ask me. I'll explain because it should be clear to you.
Okay.
No, it's like suppose you have
Okay.
a 1% also doubt, please ask. Like if you don't
Okay.
ask me, it will become difficult for me to like understand you understood or not. So let's select this is 1K by 1K map. You can see create, or I can simply increase the size to 2048 by 2048 2K map. Right now, control
Yeah.
open, control V. My file copied from this path. Path. Open this UV template thing here. So I want this thing. Open the folder and drag drop this thing here. So it's flat. It snaps here perfectly. Right now, what I
Yeah.
can do, I
Yeah.
change this to screen and my base color I fill red. So I can see red color. Make this thing to rasterize. Keep it like this white. I can see super white color. Now, based on this, I can change my selection. See, it will automatically snap, change this color, then and then let's do this. So now you can see I have this entire thing. Same thing, right? Like similar thing I did in Photoshop also so
Yeah.
fast. So like
Yeah.
this, you have to create and like generate this map and save as JPEG or whatever you want to do it. Desktop, like maybe name it as ID map. It's basically ID map. Save it. So I can use this or I can use this map. So I just have to rotate this map and use it. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm deleting this. I'm going to use this ID map only because the same thing. It's just a color. So each and every polygon have a separate color assigned, right? So now
Yeah.
I'll go to Pixel Bridge, sorry, Megascan, and click on New Mix. Oh, sorry, I just reopen it. Easy. Reopen it. And this meeting going to end in few minutes, so I'll restart it,
Oh,
rejoin it. Okay.
oh, oh,
So I opened this thing, and now if you it will open like this, and by default there won't be any trim sheet, nothing, only project and new mix. Rest everything will be
oh,
empty. So you can plus and create a new project, like name it whatever, trim sheet, your texture, or which project to name the project and do everything. You can do that.
oh,
So in this case, I have created already trim sheet project. So let's under trim sheet, I have two materials. I want to get one more texture. Then plus here, name it as 3_03. Like name it. So it will stay the same. Now you can see by default it opens a square panel. Square panel and everything is gray. There is no color, no design, nothing. So this software is, this is your viewport where you do all the modification, and this works like Substance only. It generates its like masking and tiling and everything kind of Substance only, but Substance have more options, this have less options. This is like a newly the software came newly, so this is but
oh,
it have tremendous potential, and it have like it still it haven't captured the entire market, but the quality of output is unbelievable. So
oh,
now I have this. So there's a layers. You can see like Photoshop, I have layer stack, and right side I have this base layer. This base layer is flat. So suppose I want to change something, I want to use some color, texture, or some map as my base. I can load it from here. So similarly, right now I don't have any base, right? So I'm going to
yeah.
use some base from Megascan itself. I just need to load my material ID. Click on this, load, go to desktop, select your material ID, and it will load all the colors automatically.
Okay.
So it will show you all the colors, and now you have all this thing. You can just change because there is nothing loaded, so it cannot do it. So now you want to apply a texture here. So how you do it, apply texture? You do it. You can see local library, whatever you have downloaded in Pixel Bridge, everything will be visible here. All the texture you have downloaded in Pixel Bridge, that bridge software, all the textures will be visible. Plus, you have online access as well. And this entire library is free. You can see this all this thing. I can go to surface, all the surface. If I want rock, let's go to rock. See, these are all online available. Entire, it's a huge library. You can see 538 rock textures are available, and these are all scanned, and these are all tileable maps. So, so as of now, just to speed up the process, I am going to use local library. So because otherwise I have to wait and download. Like download might take a little bit time. So it's a kind of waste. Okay, let's use a base as a base. Download something really nice. I'll show you the both the thing, and rest everything I can use from my local library. So let's use, because base should be bit generic, not very not at lot of deformation or color variation and everything. Rest everything and add slowly. So you can see there are so many rock textures, nice. So I can use any one of them. have this rock cliff texture, some beach rock, and all those things are there. Under rock also you can see there's so many options. Some mossy rock. Let's use some mossy rock. Little bit of moss, like because it's a weathered, like weathered or near to water, so there will be a lot of moss, right? So we can use
Yeah.
some basic texture. Like suppose this looks kind of nice, so let's I can click this and it will open and shows me the texture. I can click download. It will download. It's downloading.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent because I have pretty like high speed internet, so it's working pretty fine. If you don't have a high speed internet, it might take a lot of time. So I click this and now I can drag, drop it here over base layer because I have downloaded this thing. And you can see instantly it shows you the basic gray detail, but still it's gray. Okay, I'll switch off my this shortcut because covering my entire screen. You can only be able to understand what is happening here. Now you can see this entire stack, my layer. So what I want to do is I want this layer to disappear. The threshold, I'll make it
Okay.
full 100%, or maybe I can underlayer laying this thing, I wrap it around so it won't move anything. So now you can see it's just a plane with entire texture, and if we zoom in, you can see it's super high detail, and plus it have displacement as well.
Yeah.
So this particular map have roughness, displacement map, normal map, the albedo, specular, everything already, and it's a scan. You can see
Yeah.
this kind of quality manually generating is super difficult. It's not we cannot do it. We definitely can do it, but it will take a lot like more time than this, right? So I just applied a base texture. My base texture is ready. I have this all this like ID map and all. So as of now, I just keep it. This is my base, and top of this, I want to apply some other stuff. Let's see. I want to add some design. Drag, drop over it. You see it's automatically based on the normal deformation. It blends your base layer and top layer automatically. You don't have to do it manually, right? In between thing. But I don't,
Yeah.
if I don't want it, I can keep it. If I don't want it, I can just remove it. So for this section, I want it this on a like wherever I have this section selection on that section, not everywhere. So what I'll do, right click, add ID mask. That ID mask we have created. So I can say red was this main base part. So I can go and check my where is my map? This map, this yellowish color, yellow in nature. So this one. So moment I switch on, you can see it expose that area only. Rest everything is not visible. And but my most of the design is cut, but I want the entire design. So what I'll do, I'll again select this. You can see it works exactly like Substance. This is your mask, this is your tech color. Click on your color one more time, and this time